Hi everyone, and welcome to day 9 of our Vlogmas series. If you haven't seen the other videos in this series, you can go check them out on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful and delicious sardine rolls. To make this, start by adding some room temperature water or milk to a bowl. Add yeast. I'm using instant yeast. I also added the sugar, 1 egg, and some bread flour. For the fat, instead of using butter, I'm going to replace that with the sardine oil. If you don't have enough oil, you can replace with regular oil or some melted butter. And the full recipe will be in the description box, so you can check that out. Mix the dough until you get a sticky dough ball formed. Then take it out of the bowl and we're going to knead. We're going to knead the dough by hand for about 8 to 10 minutes or until the dough becomes smooth. You can also do this process in your stand mixer if you have one. If you're using a stand mixer, you will need to knead on medium speed for about 6 to 8 minutes. When the dough is smooth, form into a dough ball. Now we're going to transfer this to the bowl to rise. I added a little oil, about half of a teaspoon, to the bowl before adding the dough. Cover this with a plastic wrap or a clean kitchen towel and keep in a warm place and allow to rise for about 1 hour. It could take a longer time to rise depending on how warm or cold your environment is. While it's rising, add the sardine to a plate. I'm going to remove the bones and the other mushy stuff from the sardine. Some people like to leave that in and eat it, but I just don't like it. Next, mash the sardine with a fork until it's mushy. I also added a little bit of butter and Scotch bonnet pepper. After about 1 hour, the dough should have doubled in size. Remove the plastic wrap and then gently punch it down. Next, I'm going to transfer the dough to a rolling mat. You can also just spray a little bit of flour before adding the dough so it doesn't stick. Roll out the dough until it's thin. It should be about half to 1 centimeter thin. Next, spread the sardine mixture and try to spread it out as evenly as you can. When you spread out the sardine, make sure you leave out the edges, especially the top and bottom, so it can roll very easily. To be more precise, you can mark the top of the rolls before cutting. Using a knife to cut out rolls will most times leave it smushed, so I like to use a clean thread. You can also use dental floss. Now arrange the rolls in a baking tray or a cast iron skillet. I lined my cast iron skillet with parchment paper. Cover and allow to rise until doubled, and then we're going to bake this. Bake for 30 minutes in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven, which is also 175 degrees Celsius. The rolls are ready. These were so good. Everyone absolutely enjoyed eating this. If you have any questions about this recipe, feel free to leave me a comment or send me a message on Instagram. That's it for day 9. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.